guys like Ethel and Tony. Every senior class, it happens every year. But do you allow yourself to break a little bit when these guys walk up?
You know, yeah, I mean, you're around these guys so much, you push them so hard, and they try so hard for you. That, you know, there's a part of you in them and a part of them in you, and it gets a little sentimental. You know, for us, it happens the bowl game, early January when they take off, and then when they come back in March, it really hits you. It really hits you.
Right.
And it also hits you winter conditioning when you go out there and you're looking for your leaders and they're not there. And you know, and all of a sudden you go through that process again. Okay, who's going to be the leaders? And you do all the exercises to kind of grow leaders.
Coach Helfer said this is the best defense performance that your defensive line has had all game. Just kind of assess, or excuse me, all season. Kind of assess their performance today.
You know, until I watched the film, you know, I really can't tell. The thing that I think they did a good job of is there were not a lot of interior runs. There were some C gap, D gap outside runs, but the interior was really solid. And I don't think those guys. I don't think the other team tried to continue to run it in there because it wasn't happening, and forced them to run some outside, play some different plays, and then we were able to kind of dial those in. But I think those guys played really well. There's some times it was 4-man rush and 3-man rushes, and they continued to rush the passer. So I think overall they played pretty well.
How good a sign do you take it, just kind of maybe a deep breath when DeForest is able to walk off under his own power? That has to be a heartening thing for you to see.
Yeah, it was. It's with anybody. I mean, every time someone down, you go, who is it? Every time. So I mean, it's always good when those guys get up and walk off the field.
People talk a lot about the offensive line kind of plugging and playing new players, but your defensive line is I know you've talked about them a little bit tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that, do they feel like you have a special secret or recipe for success along the D line as well?
No, you know, the thing is that those guys have a great culture. You know, we have a coach and they have a sub-coach. And the D-line, I mean, if you were to watch those guys practice and how they carry themselves, they have really high expectations of each other. And they push each other really hard. So, you know, we're always happy with their development because it's a reflection of what they do every day. And Sam Kemp and Tui and those guys that are twos, and they're treated like ones, and in their minds, they're ones, and those other guys expect them to be ones when they go in the game. They really do. I mean, it's neat peer pressure, but they do a great job up front.
Who leads the peer pressure in that group?
It's the three of them. It's the DeForest, it's the Tiny, it's Baldouch, and you know Coach Aiken obviously. But it's just been that way for a long time, and they've actually amped it up a little more. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.